This lesson is a detailed description of the program solving the problem in the previous lesson, and then a modified version of the program is presented with an added feature. This is the program that displays the checkerboard with a graphics file loaded from disk and displayed in all the dark squares. The first thing handled by the main method is the argument on the command line. If there is exactly one argument on the command line, it's taken to be the name of the graphics file, and the name is stored for later use. If there is anything other than one name on the command line, the default graphics file name is used. Once this has been decided, a picture checkerboard object is created. The first method called by the constructor is setTitle to specify the string to be displayed at the top of the window. In this case, the string is a combination of the name of the program and the name of the image file that's being used in the checkerboard. Recall that a plus sign between a couple of strings combines them into a single new string object. A call is then made to setResizable with the argument false. This means that whatever the size of the window when it first appears, it will remain that size until it's closed. The name of the selected file is then passed to the constructor of the PicCheckCanvas class. The constructor of the PicCheckCanvas class uses the file name passed to it to load an image file. The window is set to the correct size, and the image is loaded from the file. The getScaledImage method is called to create the scaled picture image, which is the size we need for the squares in the checkerboard. In the paint method, there is one for loop nested inside another. This is the same sort of loop mechanism used in the previous example with the 4x4 checkerboard. All that's changed is the number of times through the loop, and the fact that an image is used to draw the square instead of simply a rectangle. And that's all there is to it. As I showed you earlier, the program can be run to create a checkerboard made up from any image file. Let me show you another version of the program with something added to it. On most operating systems, when a window is minimized, it shows an icon. The Frame class has a method you can use to specify the icon. Now this program is just like the one I've already shown you, except it also defines an icon image. To keep it simple, it calls the setIconImage method with the same image that's being used to construct the checkerboard. You don't have to select an image of the correct size. It'll be scaled to whatever size is needed. Of course, this only works on systems that actually use icons to represent programs. Because the setIconImage method is a member of the Frame class and it requires an image object to be passed to it, it was necessary to load the image here in the constructor of the frame so the method could be called. To prevent the necessity of loading the image again, the one that has already been loaded is passed to the constructor of the IconCheckCanvas class. The constructor of this class accepts an image object passed to it, and this is the image object used to create the scaled version to fit in the checkerboard squares. As you can see on this version of Windows, an icon shows up in the upper left-hand corner of the frame bar at the top. The same icon also shows up when the window is minimized.